Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Ramadan. So in today's video, as you guys probably could tell by the title, it's a food video. I wanted to share 3 of my favorite suhoor recipes that are my go-to every Ramadan, that are super tasty, healthy and very filling. Every time I have these foods, I don't get as hungry as I usually would when I don't. The lighting in this video might vary because I do film these videos during suhoor time when I'm actually having suhoor. So without much further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. All right, so the first meal we're gonna make is my infamous oatmeal bowl. So I usually use the Morning Harvest oats, and then I add cinnamon, cardamom and some black pepper while it boils like in water for like literally like 3 to 5 minutes. And then these are the toppings that use. That's like completely optional. You could use almond, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, or any fruit of your choice. Today I will be using some fresh strawberries and some fresh grapes. So what I do is I usually pick out a few, like a handful of the strawberries and then also like a handful of grapes. I usually chop the strawberries into 4s, that way they can like multiply and be a lot. And then I cut the grapes in halves. I don't know, I just like cutting my grapes in halves. So yeah, I just chop away. Now that is done, I'm gonna put it aside and then I'm gonna go fetch my little oatmeal. In this bowl, my oatmeal is already like boiled with like the spices and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use milk. I'm just using like regular farm fresh standard milk from Brookside. You can use whatever milk, almond milk or oat milk or any nut milk of your choice. Then I would add sugar. I like my oatmeal with sugar, but this is also optional. You could decide to use honey. Just keep adjusting the milk and the sugar levels throughout the perfect like consistency how I usually like it. So I'd like add more milk, I will add more sugar if I needed to, and then just like mix it up until I get the perfect consistency. Now that it's practically done, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like line up my grapes on one side of the bowl, and then I am going to line up my strawberries on the other side of the bowl. And then today I decided not to use like any nuts because those almonds, that means I had to chop them and like make them sliced, and that was a lot of work. I know I should have done that before, but I didn't think it through. So I just decided to top it off with like a side of chia seeds. Chia seeds are very good for your health. They are a superfood, so they have like a lot of protein, fiber and all the good stuff. And we are ready to eat. This is probably one of my favorite breakfast foods ever. It is so filling, so tasty, and just nice and warm and fruity. I don't know, this is like one of my favorite foods, honestly. So for day 2, we're gonna make 2 different types of toast. So what we have here is some like organic peanut butter from Carrefour. I have an avocado, a banana, and some bread. You can choose to like toast your bread, but I didn't tonight because I just wanted to eat and go to bed. So what I did is I took a bowl and then I cut my avocado in half, and then I basically emptied the avocado into my bowl, and then I started mashing it up. I added lemon juice, and then I also added some salad spice that my mom brought us. I don't know, I don't even know what the ingredients are, but all I know is just that they taste really good. And then I added some pink Himalayan salt to it, and then I literally just took my bread and placed the avocado on top. You can choose to put an egg over this if you wanted and have like the actual like avocado on egg toast. I was just feeling the avocado today. You can also choose like different toppings. You can add cherry tomatoes on top. You can add like cilantro on top. You could add like any vegetable, cucumber on top. That would be really tasty. But I just sprinkled a little bit more of that salad dressing on top, and that was it. This was so yummy and so filling. I'd probably have like 2 of these. So the second type of toast that I made was my cinnamon banana toast. So what I used is peanut butter from Carrefour, and then I just spread it. This peanut butter is quite stiff, so it takes longer for it to spread, and it doesn't spread like as smoothly, but that's not like a big problem to me. As long as there's like the aflatoxins are not there, I'm good. But yeah, so I just spread my bread with the peanut butter, make sure I got like a nice thick coating, and then I peeled my banana obviously, and then I just chopped it up and lined it on my bread. It's that easy. Honestly, these meals are like 5 minutes. Like they wouldn't take you more than 5 minutes. And that's what I love about them. So once the bananas were like lined up, I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon. I really love this taste of cinnamon with bananas, with oats, with peanut butter. It tastes so good. And then I used honey. We get our honey from Carrefour. They have like some really good organic honey. And I just like literally did like the smallest drizzle across the whole bread. And that was it. This is so... If you are looking to have like a sweet suhoor that day, or craving something sweet, I would really suggest this one. It's super filling, super tasty, and super nutritious. So those were the 2 different types of toasts that I had that night. So the third recipe is a smoothie recipe that I love. This one's like quick and on the go. Actually, all of them are quick on the go, but this is quicker if you're looking for something quick to fill you up. So what you're going to need is 1 whole banana, and you're just going to literally just like cut it up and dump it into the blender. And then you're going to need some dates, whatever dates on hand that you have. I usually use like medjoul dates for this recipe, but I was too lazy to go get them. These were like the nearest to me. De-seeded them and then put the dates in there. I used about 5 to 6 dates, I'd like to believe. I used about 5 to 6 dates, and then what I did was I took a tablespoon full of the peanut butter, and then I just dumped it in there. Like I said, I really like the mix of banana and peanut butter and cinnamon. There's just something so magical about that mix. And then what I did is I used milk again. Like I said, you can use any type of milk that you prefer, but I use like regular milk. And then I just eyeballed it, to be honest, depending on how thick or how like watery you'd like your smoothie to be. And then I added cinnamon. Obviously, it's never complete without cinnamon, so I just eyeballed that. To be honest, I'm not using any measurements. I'm just looking at it and thinking, what do I need? And then I also added some coconut milk. This is something I discovered. My original recipe never had coconut milk, and then one day I decided to add it, and it was like the game had changed for me. And then I went back into my chia seeds and I added that. I added like a tablespoon of that just to get my nutrition in, and that was literally all the ingredients that I used for the smoothie. And then I just used my little blender, blended it all together, make sure it's like incorporated and everything, and then I poured it into my glass, and that was literally it. Put in a reusable straw. That was the final recipe. This was so tasty, so yummy, and just very filling. That was the final recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other recipes you guys are cooking so that I can try them out. Let me know if you're gonna actually try out these recipes. Send me pics. I'd love to see a recreation. If you haven't subscribed already, please do down below and join the fam, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.